sponsoring goons. He says it is politicians, meaning he knows he has all this information. How do you feel seeing this CS come before parliamentarians to tell them, yes, I know all this, but yeah, it would appear nothing much can be done?
Thank you, Fred, and I pray that you just allow me 1 minute before I answer that question to respond to something that was said about the previous debate. Faber said that when my party leader was deputy president, that he did not condemn, that he supported a crackdown against protesters. I don't know whether he meant that because if it was wrong, that it should now, that makes it justifiable today, I mean not now. Honorable Spasari says that nobody gave a notice for the protest, I mean the protests, yes, that were there yesterday. I'm not very sure because I think that is the information that the police gave. I mean, you know, you can give the police a notice and they deny that you give them a notice and there's nothing you're going to do. She said that charity walks never have a problem with the police, and of course they wouldn't have a problem because they are not protesting against mismanagement of the country, and that is why churches actually do not give notices when they are doing processions during some days, but because they are not protesting against government, no crackdown is done against them. But I am very happy with Honorable Sari's argument that we cannot have any justification to say that oil prices in Kenya should be higher than neighboring countries. Surely, Fred.
I think on that the president gave an explanation.
It's my time. It's my time.
The president gave an explanation to that.
The last time I appeared with Foba, I told him it's good to have debate manners.
And actually,
and I want to repeat to him.
We have moved on from that few
because you know, he should know. However, banning your point is just hold it. You get your time. Okay. Then you'd become a very good debater. So I was saying that Honorable Pasaris made a very it's a very valid point. Fred, if you have Uganda, which is landlocked, has no inch of sea to it. I mean, we take a lot of, it's very expensive to transport any goods, oil products, petroleum products from all the way from Dar es Salaam or Mombasa, and they still have lower prices. Surely, that thing of, I don't know the number of tarmac, the kilometers that are tarmacked in Kenya, yes. It was not a good argument. But anyway, forget about that because we are not there.
I know you'll give it's time to make his point.
I'm trying to move on.
Let me make a small response.
No, it's my time.
Thank you, Wanafwamba.
In fact, next time Fwamba behaves like this, I'll not appear on a show with him.
I'm trying to avoid the temptation to go back to discussing fuel prices because I want us to talk about this good.
That's it, and I'm coming to that question. That's why I said I pray that you allow me to just talk about that. Okay. But I demand, I think I don't request, I demand that if we come to this show, then everybody must wait for their time.
Okay.
We also wait for
fair enough, Senator.
Yes, those are rules of debate.
Let's continue.
Very basic rules. And Fomba, next time, I think I might walk out.
Senator, your point is made.
So the losses and from protests, of course, is a concern to everybody. But we must also ask ourselves, why do people protest? We must sort out the problems that make people protest, so that we avoid the protests and the losses that come from protests. Now, coming to CS Murkomen's appearance yesterday before the Security Committee in the National Assembly, it's laughable, it's lamentable that the CS in charge of internal security, so to speak, can lament like any other Kenyan. What solutions did he give? Appear there and say, these goons belong to politicians. In fact, he was saying, or he insinuated that amongst the members that were sitting there in that committee, that he could see some of them who sponsors goons. What action has he taken? He is the CS in charge of internal security. He cannot appear before a parliamentary committee and lament. He should say what he has done or what he is planning to do. And for this, I agree with Foba that no one is above the law. if there is that politician that he could see in that particular meeting, he should have taken action against that politician. He should have arrested those goons. What broke my heart even more was to hear him say that officers are complaining that, you know, when they take action against some of these goons because they have political, patronage or something like that, that they are transferred. He is in charge of interior. Come on. Murkomen cannot talk just like any other Kenyan out there. He should see to it that the police who take action, legal action against lawbreakers, that they are protected, that no one of them is targeted or victimized for doing their job. He is the one who is in charge. He cannot lament and tell us the sufferings that the police face when they take action against lawbreakers. He should say what he has done or what he is going to do. Look at him saying that those that attacked Senator Osotsi, most of them or some of them have fled to a neighboring country. He said a neighboring country. So meaning he knows which country they are in. And he knows they crossed to that particular country. I mean, what was happening at the border? How are they and why were they allowed to cross to this neighboring country? I mean, if they knew that they crossed, they should have been arrested at the time and at the border point where they were crossing to that other country. Otherwise, it is very disappointing that the minister in charge of Interior, Fred, is lamenting instead of taking action. If you look at what solution he offered in that particular meeting, he did nothing. He just went there to cry like anybody else. And you know, I have nothing against him, but you are left wondering, surely, is CS Murkomen fit to be in that office? If he has to be a CS, can't he maybe be taken to another ministry?
Thank you, Senator.
At least allow this to have a serious ministry.
And it's the quality of these discussions or even summons to CSs to appear before parliamentary committees to answer serious questions that we are concerned about as Kenyans. That a CS can come and